All right, this is the Dillon Precision RL1100. I'm just gonna kind of show how it works and basically what it does. I didn't see too many videos online about it, so I kind of wanted to show you guys. All right, so start with the first station. Bring it down. I got the Armanov case stop and go switch or whatever it's called. Bring this up. It'll feed into the shell plate. There you go. So the first station, it's gonna size and deprime it, deprime the pocket. The second one, the second stage is gonna assuage the primer pocket, and it's gonna size the case mouth. Next thing is gonna prime it, so it's gonna seat the primer where it needs to go. Dillon recommends anywhere from 0.002 to 0.009, so I got that set up somewhere in the middle. All right, to the next station, it goes to the powder drop. Bring it down, drops the powder. I switched to the Dramworks, the powder drop, the funnel. I like it a little better than the one Dillon gives you. It doesn't have static because it's made of a Pyrex, I think, like a glass-like material. And so the powder doesn't stick to it. The only thing I don't like, which is I got the 30% more capacity one, so it's taller, and what that does is it bumps into the case feeder, or the bullet case feeder, and it kind of scarred it up a little bit. It used to bother me. It doesn't really bother me anymore. Just kind of forgot about it, just kind of let it do its thing. All right, so come to this side. So I dropped the powder. Bring it up. All right. Next thing is the bullet feeder. I put a little Armanov like spring on it because it needed a little more tension, so it doesn't double feed bullets. So it only feeds one. So as soon as it comes up, right now it's got tension, and right now when it comes up, it makes sure it only feeds one bullet. I was having trouble with it feeding two, because it wasn't like heavy enough, or it wasn't, this brass piece wasn't heavy enough. It needed more tension. So the next thing, which is this station, is gonna size the bullet, or not size the bullet, seat the depth of the bullet. So it puts it where you need it, where you want it. Right now I'm doing a 45 ACP, 185 grain, flat nose, and it has to be, the case overall length has to be 1.19. So that puts it where I want it. Then right here is the crimp. It just crimps your bullet, and then it drops. And then what I like to do is, I got this Armanov case gauge. So what this does is, like, if it's flush, you know it's good. And any that are sticking out, for example, this one's sticking out a little bit. Sometimes you just gotta inspect it, make sure there's no like powder on it or anything. And then usually it goes all the way down. But if it doesn't, I put it to the side to later inspect it. So that's that. And then I can see that I'm out of bullets, or out of projectiles. So I like to do a handful with this specific projectile, just because I've noticed that it'll jam, because it's a flat point. So this thing kind of has trouble with that. So gotta do it that way. And then that's it. So right now I'm just gonna show you how many it can pump out. Like, just kind of at the same time putting them in the case gauge. So I did have one bad one, but it happens, it's not a big deal. Just keep going, put it to the side. Pretty efficient, once you get the hang of it. I am new to this. It's kind of like, it's my first machine. I just kind of started doing this. Looked like fun. I do enjoy it. As see that I'm out of cases because it's spinning, just have some right here. Helpful. Just keep going. See, I had another one that's bad. Sometimes the cases are a little messed up, so I take these apart and just throw away the cases and keep the projectiles. That's basically it. As you can see, it's really fast. Works really well. I can pump out a lot of these pretty quickly. Another thing is, check your case overall length. So right here, this was supposed to be 1.19. So if it's close, usually that's like 1.885. Yeah, like right there. So I got it right there. 1.885, 1.88. It's pretty close. And then the depth of the primer can't be flush. It has to be 0.002, between 0.002 or 0.009. Mine's like 0.005, which is right in the middle or near the middle. And I know my bullets are good. And that's about it. Another thing is, if you're gonna, for example, like do something, you want to keep this arm down so that way your powder tends to stay the same. Because if you leave it up and you're messing with a machine and you mess with it for too long, or you're messing with something, the powder will change. I've noticed that if you do it for too long, if you wait for too long. I like to leave it down if I'm doing something. And that's basically it.